Hi everybody, welcome to Fast Homebrew. Today I'm talking about how not to store beer. What on earth am I going on about? Well, this is my shed and this is the sun, and as you can see today it's a nice warm day. The sun's doing a very good job of warming up the side of the shed. The other week it was indeed very hot. Temperatures were above 40 degrees, which happens fairly regularly. So if I go into the shed, this is the cupboards where I store my beer, and as you can see they're right behind the very hot wall that the sun beats down on. So the other day I came in and I could smell beer. That's not a good sign. It means that some of the beers has exploded. So what happens if too much pressure builds up inside the bottles is that the bottoms tend to crack open and the beer gushes out. Luckily enough, they all were stored in these plastic containers which traps the beer, so didn't have a massive mess everywhere, just beer in the bottom of the container. And you can actually see which ones have exploded because the beer gushes out the bottom and the bottle sort of rockets up into the air, and the ones that are poking up are saying, "Look at me, I'm an explosion." So yeah, there you go. So here's two bottles that are no longer good anymore. As you can see, this one is all cracked up at the bottom from the pressure, and this other one, which is still full of beer, is all bell-shaped at the top. So since the first round of explosions, what I've been doing is checking the bottles by squeezing them and then releasing gas from the affected batches by just twisting the top and closing it quickly again. The affected batches were my pale and my bitter, and they're both now tasting a bit weird, which is really sad. They were both in the secondary stage of fermentation when it was really hot, so they seem to be the worst affected, and they're the only ones that have exploded. So hopefully that kind of explains why they're worse than the others. Otherwise I've got an even bigger problem on my hands, which I don't yet know about. So fingers crossed for that. But that's about all I got time for. So moral of the story is, don't be an idiot like me and store your beer in oven-like conditions. I've got some problem solving to do now to make sure it doesn't happen again. So thanks for watching the video.